Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to our second part and hopefully the concluding part of Dham Yatra. So let's get started. We will start with Mangalacharan prayers and then start. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Soyam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutah Padkamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All right. So we are here to continue our Dham Yatra narration. So we did part one of it few weeks back. Then there were a lot of other programs and engagements happening in Portland. So the Saturday Sangha was not occurring. So now we are doing part two of continuing from where we left off. So a lot of material to cover. So we'll start from Bangalore. All right. I will share my screen. Hold on. Okay. I hope you can see this. So Bangalore for me is one of the things I love about Bangalore and some places in India is the availability of sitaphal or custard apple as it is called. Sorry, what are you saying, Prabhuji? Couldn't hear you. Anyway, so there I am eating custard apple. And then we stopped somewhere here last time. Beautiful picture of Diwali. Diwali was approaching, or not Deepavali, Vijayadashmi. So all these lamps and very festive mood. And then we went to Bangalore South Temple, what is known as the Kumar Swami Layout Temple. So this is, there was no electricity or only the backup was only available for the altar, which makes sense. So there was a class going on by Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj. So we attended that class. Very nice class. He was, as usual, immersed in pastimes of Lord Krishna. He was explaining about the details of the 12 vanas, the 12 forests of Vrindavan. I mean, Vrindavan is one of those 12. There is Mahavan, Talavan, and so many. So he was explaining the details of each one. So it was a very nice class. And Then we met, I think I covered this. We met Anjan Prabhu. He used to be in Portland, and then he left Portland, I think, in 2008 or 2009. Somewhere around that time, he left Portland, went back to Bangalore. So we were meeting him after a long time. Very, very sweet devotee. So we met him at the temple. Yeah, and then we were actually, we came to know that there is a mall in Bangalore where there is a big jhanki or a display of these small earthly, like clay um, dolls, uh, and the entire Ramayana is being depicted there. So we went to see that. It was very nice. So as you can see, it's like, I don't know if you can see the scale, but hundreds of these deities or idols, whatever you want to call, or dolls were there, and the entire, all the pastimes of Ramayana were being depicted here. It was like on both sides. So the previous picture was one side, this is the other side. And you can see my wife there observing the jhanki. Yeah, so that was a nice thing, and we had some personal things to accomplish in Bangalore, and so we were there for a long time, several days. So we were, you know, doing those things plus doing our whatever, um, you know, going to temples and doing these kind of things. Yeah, this was a temple near our house, or this is a temple near our house. I think it is a Padmanabha Swami temple. I think so. I can't read Kannada. If somebody can read Kannada, they can tell me what's written here. Um, but it's a very small temple, like a core in the one of the corners on the street, on a small street near our house. We live in Jayanagar. The reason I'm showing this is, I mean, of course, there are deities, but the devotees. So this person that you see here, this old person, uncle who is standing here, I wanted to share about him. Um, and he's a neighbor where we live in Bangalore. And he's such a sweet person. We used to live in Bangalore in 2000 up to 2004. So he was there and he looked exactly the same. I was seeing him. I went to Bangalore in the middle also, but like this is almost 20 years after we left Bangalore. He is exactly the same. And even then, his entire day, he would leave early in the morning, go to the temple, serve there, come back in the afternoon, go again in the evening, do service, do some seva over there, and then come back in the night. So, I have a great regard for him. He was such a simple person, and spends all his time in the temple. So, whenever I see him, I just feel very peaceful, very calm, very happy. So, there was some puja or something happening in the temple. He came to our house and invited us, saying that, please come. So we went there and he said he will be there at that time. So we met him and it was very nice experience to see him serving at the temple in such a humble mood. So this is something I wanted to bring up. All right. Then we figured out a few wonderful places to eat in Bangalore. Now, with all our restrictions, we cannot just eat anywhere. For a long time, I mean, one good thing is in Bangalore, you can mm, find a lot of pure vegetarian places, but without onion garlic, then you are eating only either plain dosa with chutney or plain idli with chutney, or you're restricted to just those items. So then we found out this place called Brahmana Prasadam. Excellent place. And it's a small place, but very clean. And uh, it's somewhere you can Google it, you can find it on Google Maps if you go to Bangalore. Um, and uh, they serve like pakka authentic. The Brahmanas cook the prasad. They'll serve you in a purely Vedic style. Inside the restaurant, also, there were all these nice Vedic sort of posters. And, here is a picture of, I just loved this place. We went there almost 5, 6 times. Whenever we were like uh, close by and wanted to have, and they only serve lunch, no dinner. So we used to go there. So that is, yeah, they are associated with Sringeri Mutt. So you can see here probably somewhere there is a picture of Madhvacharya as well. Anyway, all right. So after spending time in Bangalore, we went to Indore to see our niece who is studying there at IIM. And the moment we landed at the Indore airport, this was our first time to Indore, which is in Madhya Pradesh. So, but the airport was very nice. And there was this nice, 5 statues of devotees doing kirtan with various instruments. And this is sort of the traditional style in which in the villages and all the kirtan used to happen. So this was being depicted. I just felt very nice on seeing it and I took a picture. And then there is this sort of a, um, within the airport, Indore was sort of the headquarters of the Holkar dynasty. So this is Ahilya Bai Holkar, and she was in the 18th century, from 1725 to 1790 or something. She ruled and did a lot of uh, contribution to renovating a lot of temples and spreading Vaishnava culture and Vedic culture and all that. So, there was a place within the airport to pay respect to Ahilya Bai Holkar. I really liked that, so I took a picture. So then we went to see our niece at IIM. That's the back side from the back, we can see the photo of my wife and my niece. So at IIM, there was this Durga Puja festival being celebrated. So you can see the deity of Mother Durga, who is killing this demon called Mahishasur. So that's why she's called Mahishasur Mardini. And so we had a good time visiting our niece in Indore. And then from there, we took a train to Mumbai. And we wanted to go to GEV primarily, but we took this train. And in train, we got delivered this prasadam. So at Ujjain station, railway station. So devotees came. One devotee came and gave us like this whole bag. You can see how much prasadam is there. And there is this very nice service we discovered called railprasad.com. So if ever you travel in train in India, you can look up this website, railprasad.com. And if your railway station is listed, you can order prasad. So some devotee will come and deliver. You have to give the train number. They will know what time the train is coming, which platform it is coming. You have to tell them your coach number, seat number. They will come near your coach and give you prasad. So, I mean, it was a very wonderful surprise. And you can see all this luxurious, or what you can say, opulent prasad that we had at Ujjain. It was delivered to us at Ujjain. Okay, so then, yeah, so then you can see here, this is a screenshot of my phone. The reason I took it was for multiple reasons. One is that you can see it's 1:45. So this was 1:45 a.m. So in the middle of the night. So it was a night journey, and then we reached Mumbai in the morning. Um, we were crossing the Narmada River. So when the river was I was not feeling very sleepy, but still I was asleep. And then, when the train goes on a bridge, it makes a different sound. and the sound wasn't ending. So I was wondering what kind of a bridge we are on. So I opened and peeped out of the window, and obviously it was water, and it was huge. It wasn't ending. It kept going on and on and on. And then I opened my phone and looked, where are we? And then I saw this is the Narmada River. I took a screenshot at that time. It was huge. It took almost like 4 or 5 minutes for the train to cross the bridge. It must have been at least 2 or 3 kilometers. So I could see the magnificence or the of the Narmada River, extremely huge. So it was very pleasing to, and it was full of water. We this was the when we were traveling, it was the monsoon season had just ended. So all the water bodies, like I was showing last time, even Haridwar, the Ganga Ji, I mean, it was overflowing. So here also the water was overflowing. It was a very, very nice sight. Okay, then we spent one sort of a 3 quarters of a day or a very short time in Mumbai. We met our dear Hari Parshad Prabhu. He was he had scheduled a class at a particular devotee's home. So we attended the class. And here is Hari Parshad Prabhu and other devotees in Mumbai. And then we went to the Chowpatty temple. So uh, we have never been there. So this was our first time. So it was a very wonderful experience. We have seen the pictures and the deities of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath ji, but first time we went there. So first we took darshan of Srila Prabhupada, and then the beautiful deities of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath ji, Gaur Nitai and Srinath ji. So we took darshan there at the Chowpatty temple. Um, and then near or when you come downstairs, there is this Lord Narayan, Lakshmi Narayan temple, very small temple. So basically, this land was donated by, I forget, some big businessman to Srila Prabhupada, or I think afterwards, not at Srila Prabhupada's time. Later on, I think to His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj or to the devotees, basically. There was a small Vishnu temple, and that temple is still preserved. These are the original deities with a big area of land, and that is where the ISKCON Chowpatty temple is built. So there is this small temple, the original temple before the ISKCON temple came up, that is still there, and Lakshmi Narayan deities are present there. Then we went to ISKCON Juhu. So the two main temples of Bombay are Chowpatty and Juhu. So Srila Prabhupada and then Sri Sri Radha Ras Bihari Ji. It was very crowded, very, very crowded. And I was sweating profusely, but still. So here we have Sri Sri Radha Ras Bihari Ji with Lalita Sakhi, Vishakha Sakhi, Govardhan Shila, and Ram Darbar on the right hand side. And on the left hand side, we have Sri Sri Gaur Nitai with Srila Prabhupada and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. So that's Mumbai in a very quick, sort of a hectic or a whirlwind trip. Okay. Now we also visited the Prabhupada quarters. So Srila Prabhupada had this is like a 5-story building, the famous Juhu temple. Srila Prabhupada's spent a lot of sweat and blood to get the Juhu temple. The story is very famous. His general, His Holiness Giriraj Swami Maharaj, was sort of the main, person who behind getting this temple built. He recently wrote a book called "I'll Build You a Temple," which has all the details of the struggles that Srila Prabhupada faced. Even Prabhupada Lilamrit has that. So this is the place of Srila Prabhupada where he used to sit. This is his office space, the place the bed where he used to rest. His writing desk, translation work used to go on here. His kitchen. Now, I'm not sure if all this is exactly as it was when the temple was built, or if it has been moved now to this place. But all the utensils and all the desk and bed and everything is still the same. Okay, then we go to Govardhan Eco Village from there. This is another sort of, in the last, I think, 8 or 10 years, it has been developed um, by the devotees. I think the current director, I don't know the history, maybe it was developed under the direction of Gauranga Prabhu. Um, but he's the current sort of the director, very wonderful devotee, very, very famous and popular devotee, or well-known devotee, I should say. And so this is Eco Village, very beautiful place. It's about 2 hours away from main heart of Mumbai in a place called Wada. So we spent 3 days here in Eco Village. So when we went there, there was a youth group that had come there. I don't know what they were doing, but they were doing something. So then we attended. So the nice thing about Govardhan Eco Village is that they have replicated Vrindavan. So many aspects of Vrindavan they have tried to replicate. So one thing is that there is a small Yamuna river, and it is not just a static body of water, it flows. So when one time we went, there is a big reservoir and there are pumps which are circulating the water. So the water is constantly flowing. So it's a sort of a man-made river, so to say. And it flows through the Govardhan Eco Village. And every evening, Yamuna Aarti occurs. So we attended the Yamuna Aarti here. Then they have created a huge life size, not life size, but original size, I should say, replica of the Madan Mohan temple. So you must have seen the Madan Mohan temple in Vrindavan. It's the one temple that you cannot miss architecturally, or it's the tallest temple in Vrindavan. So again, here same replica they have built on a hill, just like in Vrindavan. And within this we have the Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohanji deity. Very beautiful. So we attended the Aarti here. Then there is the main temple of Govardhan Eco Village. And we have, I forget the name of the deities. Do you remember? Shri Radha Vrindavan Bihari, I think. Yeah, that's what my wife is telling me, with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on the side. So we have this temple. So this is going to be, it was still under construction, but the devotees were very kind to let us have darshan of the deities. And hopefully it will be completed in the next few months. So this is a close-up of the deities. And then the beautiful thing this is just one picture I have included. I have many pictures, and many I did not take a picture, but the entire 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, all 12 cantos are depicted outside on the walls as sculptures. So here you can see Damodar Leela occurring here. So Mother Yashoda is here. She's tying Krishna to the mortar. Before that, she's chasing Krishna, trying to catch him. And this is where she is tying him to the mortar. And then I think this is where the two sons of Kuvera, when the trees fall down, I think that's the depiction here. So, it's full of sculpture from Srimad Bhagavatam. Very beautiful. I spent almost 30 minutes just going around the walls and observing each and every sculpture. So it was very nice. Govardhan Eco Village has a beautiful Goshala as well. So many cows are there, and you can feed the cows. So we did that. There were old cows, there were bulls also. They just take care of everyone. So it's not just the cows that you get the milk and even the bulls, they were taking care, and there were some nice bulls or nice cow. There were the old ones, so there was a section for the old ones as well. So there were some nice ones and some, little rowdy ones also. One of them was not letting the others eat. Whatever we bring, the hay or the grass, then he was eating. And if others were coming, he was like, uh, shooing them away. So we went and gave the other ones elsewhere. Anyway, so that was a nice fun thing. And you can see a little peacock here sitting there. So it's a nice, very nice place. Okay, so this was, and then they have replicated Barsana Dham in Govardhan Eco Village. So this is Shri Barsana Dham. So many other places were replicated, replicas were present, and I didn't put pictures here for us because otherwise it'll become very long. Okay, then we come to Jaipur. From GEV went back via Mumbai to Jaipur. So Jaipur, famous thing is dal bati of Rajasthan. So we found a pure veg place, and they had this thing without onion, garlic, and whatever. So we had some dal bati with lassi or whatever, chach, etc., etc. So I just put a picture of that. But, and okay, so while the main thing of Jaipur is Sri Sri Radha Govind Dev Ji. So there are four principal deities in Jaipur. We went to all of them. I will show. On our way to Radha Govind Ji, we were crossing by Hawa Mahal. So we took a picture of Hawa Mahal. There you can see my wife there and Hawa Mahal. We didn't go inside. We just walked past it. Okay, so now we are going to the most wonderful place, or one of the most awaited places of our trip, which is Sri Sri Radha Govind Dev Ji Temple in Jaipur. So this is the Radha Govind Dev Temple is the originally Radha Govind Ji was in Vrindavan, and all the principal deities of Vrindavan were shifted to Rajasthan when Aurangzeb invaded Vrindavan and was breaking all the deities. And it is just such a pathetic uh, and heart wrenching thing to hear. They would break the deities, kill the devotees, break the temple, and especially take what I have heard, take the deities and smash them and break them and make like street or put it on the stairs, or street, put it in that so that people will walk on it. Very, very demoniac mentality and activity. Anyway, so the deities were shifted out of Vrindavan and brought to Rajasthan. So Sri Sri Radha Govind Dev Ji, he is discovered by none other than Sri Rupa Goswami, and worshipped by Sri Rupa Goswami in Vrindavan for many years. And Sri Rupa Goswami built the big Radha Govinda Dev temple in Vrindavan for Govinda Dev Ji deity. And this deity is supposed to be 5,000 years old. This is one of the three principal deities built by the great grandson of Lord Krishna, Vajranabh. Radha Govind Ji, Radha Gopinath Ji, and Radha Madan Mohan. So I don't want to go into the whole story of it. It's a very long story. How Radha Govind Ji was discovered by Sri Rupa Goswami in Vrindavan. Very short, um, he was searching for the deity. Then there was a place where a cow used to come and just pour the milk every day. And a small blue boy, no surprises as to who it is, came and told Rupa Goswami, I think you are searching for a deity. I know that a cow comes and just pours her milk in the ground at one place. Maybe you should check there. So Sri Rupa Goswami, with some local villagers, dug up a particular that spot and discovered the Radha Govind Ji deity. So that is the temple that was built. Then the deity was shifted to Rajasthan. Rajasthan has the maximum collection of all the deities from all over North India, wherever Aurangzeb invaded. Um, so today in Jaipur, I mean, there are many deities in sort of locked up, but temples are present for four principal deities in Jaipur. And then I'll mention Madan Mohan ji in Karoli. So Radha Govind ji is one. Then Radha Gopinath ji, Radha Damodar ji of Jiva Goswami, and Radha Vinod ji of Sri Lokanath Goswami. So these are the four deities that are present in Jaipur with temples like being worshipped actively today where one can visit. So this is the Radha Govind ji temple, and this is within the main palace of Jaipur. So here, before we go in, here it is written Mandir Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ji. So right outside the temple, there is a Shiva temple of Gopeshwar Mahadev. So Lord Shiva is known as Kshetrapal. He is the protector of the Kshetra, of the place of or the temple of Lord Krishna. So Lord Shiva is always present. So we always pay our full respect to Lord Shiva, Sri Sri Gopeshwar Mahadev ji. And then there are two entrances. One is called as Nityananda Mahaprabhu Dwar and one is Gauranga Mahaprabhu Dwar. So you can see these two entrances, huge entrances into the main temple. So we entered the temple, and before the main temple area, there is the small temple of Sakshi Gopalji. So we took darshan of Sri Sakshi Gopalji, and then we got the darshan of Sri Radha Govind ji. Very, very beautiful darshan. And you can just, this place is just vibrant. You can feel the energy. Once you go there, it's hard to leave. It's like you have to extract yourself out, like you have to extract a child out of Disneyland. Like, the doors will close, and you know, so you have to just, it's mesmerizing. Yeah, I, yeah, it was Sharad Purnima and the first day of Kartik. So that, yeah, my wife remembers way more details than me. So white clothes are there. Purnima, Sharad Purnima, also the time, the night, the primary night of Rasa dance. So very auspicious day, and we got darshan of Sri Sri Radha Govind Dev Ji. So close up. So huge altar and huge temple area, and the devotees are just completely into Radha Govind Dev Ji. So you can just feel the energy, you can feel the devotion, and you can spend hours and hours and hours, yeah, and just looking at Radha Govind Dev Ji. Very, very, very beautiful. And so I don't know if you can, so maybe yes, here's a video, a small video. Um, let me know if the audio is coming through, okay? Audio and video. So maybe you can show me a thumbs up or something if the audio is also coming.
No audio, Prabhu.
Yes, no.
No audio, Prabhu.
Could you hear the audio?
No, Prabhu. No audio.
No,
Okay,
Prabhu.
let
Only
me,
video.
okay, 1 second, let me, mm, there is some setting which says, that transmit the audio from laptop over Zoom. There is some setting like that. Share computer sound. Yes. Okay. So now I have. Mhm. What? One sec, let me try something. If my Zoom dies, then just join again in 2 or 3 minutes, okay? If my Zoom crashes. Okay. Now I'm going to play it again and let me know if you can hear.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, yes. I can hear.
Okay, I'll start again. Just it is going like Radhe, 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 Govinda. But
Ji, Prabhu.
but I want you to feel the energy in this is, I'm showing this video of the big altar hall or the big hall in front of the altar, and you can see the devotees are completely into Radha Govind ji and just energetic, electric atmosphere. And to utsah, yes, full of utsah. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's it, short clip, but that's the energy of the temple. So this was Radha Govind ji. And then we went to the other temple. Now this Radha Govind ji is like in the main city hall, huge space and very open and everything. Then you have to, go through some lanes and streets and reach this much smaller temple of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath ji. But the deity of Gopinath ji is just beautiful, out of the world. You cannot just see the deity and not feel like how beautiful the deity is. And completely black with like just the color combinations and everything, red eyes, just like Lord Jagannath, with a red border on white eyes and, mesmerizing, very beautiful. At least that's what I felt. And so this is Sri Sri Radha Gopinath ji, which was discovered by Madhu Pandit Goswami. So he's not within the six Goswamis that we kind of call as our six or Shad Goswamis, but Madhu Pandit Goswami discovered this deity, and this also was brought from Vrindavan to Rajasthan. So here is the sort of the zoom out of the temple altar hall. And so here we offered Deep Dan also, since it was the first day of Kartik. And then there were some ISKCON devotees that showed up and did some kirtan. Very nice kirtan was happening. There is this person with Gaur Nitai on his head, his personal deities or something. So we took part in that. Then there's a big photo of Madhu Pandit Goswami, and he found Sri Sri Gopinath ji in the forest, hidden over there. So that's how he found the deity. There's a long story behind it. And here we see sort of the one of the garments of uh, Madhu Pandit Goswami made of completely of tulsi wood. So you see here it's written Madhu Pandit Goswami's tulsi coat and cap. So that is preserved here in the temple. So yeah. Okay, then next day, so this was one day of Jaipur. Next day, we visited the Radha Vinod Ji, Sri Sri Radha Vinod Ji temple. The deity, the temple is hard to find, so you have to find your way uh, through it. There, the entrance is just through a steep step of stairs, right in the middle of the marketplace. There is no signs, no board outside, at least anywhere. So very obscure to find, but if ask around, they will tell you. And the deities are very small, like just like Radha Madan Mohan ji, sorry, Radha Raman ji in Vrindavan. So in Vrindavan, it is said that the original deities are only three. Rest all are replica in Vrindavan. So those three original deities which are preserved till date in Vrindavan are Radha Ramanji, the very small ones, and then Banke Bihari ji, and then um, कौन है अपने Radha Vallabh ji. So these are the three deities which are the original deities in Vrindavan. Rest are replicas, and the originals are all in um, Rajasthan. So, but within temples being worshipped are these four ones. So we already saw Radha Govind ji, we all saw Radha Gopinath ji, and this is Radha Vinod ji. So uh, you can see a close up here, very small deities, and worshipped by Sri Lokanath Goswami. Another picture, close up. And then some Shaligram Shilas are there at the bottom. These were also worshipped by Lokanath Goswami. And this is a zoom out. So you can see temple was completely empty. There was no one. And we sat down there and did some japa. And very, very, very beautiful, very peaceful. And, not bustling like Radha Govind ji, that had a different vibe. There was a whole sense of serenity and peace here. And here you see a picture of the current Goswami, we call him, or whatever, he was an old devotee and he serves the deities of Radha Vinod ji full time. So he personally cooks for the deities and does a lot of seva for the deities. And then he invited us to have prasad with him. So this was another devotee who had arrived by then. So we had nice lunch prasad at Radha Vinod ji temple. And then we went, so close by, walking distance from there is Radha Damodar ji. Now here there was a board. So you can see there, so you can see here it is written Temple of Sri Radha Damodar ji. So these are the deities of Sri Jiva Goswami. So the ones that are present in Vrindavan in the Radha Damodar temple are replica deities. This is the original deity of Sri Jiva Goswami. So we went up the temple, very nice altar, very and here we get darshan of Sri Sri Radha Damodar ji. Very beautiful deity. Close up, full red dress. And then we met this, he is the Goswami of the temple right now. So he's basically the main person in charge of the temple. His name is Malay Goswami. Very sweet devotee. He talked to us for some time, and as we were going, then he handed us two big boxes of prasadam. He says, take this. One was sweet and one was salty, all the, matri and what do you call those, chivda, and the dry one, and then the sweet one, like lots of pedas and laddus, like two big boxes of prasad that lasted us almost like 2-3 weeks. We were eating every day. So this is Malay Goswami. All right. Then finally, before leaving Jaipur, we went back again to Radha Govind ji temple. And that day there was a huge offering going on. This was lunch or daytime. And if you can see here, like, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels on each side with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big plate. I mean, like 40, 50 big, huge plates of sweets and savories being offered to Chappan Bhog, yeah, being offered to Sri Radha Govind Dev ji. So then we left Jaipur and we reached Karoli. So Karoli, the third principal deity. So we saw Radha Govind ji, Radha Gopinath ji, and Madan Mohan ji deity is in Karoli, which is about 3.5 hours drive from Jaipur. So it is said that one of the princess of the king was married to a prince in Karoli. So because she was married to the and her like home became in Karoli, and she was very attached to Madan Mohanji. So she took away Madan Mohanji with her. So that's how Madan Mohanji got transported from Jaipur to Karoli. And ever since he has been in Karoli. So he is the Lord of Karoli. So you can see there, very beautiful deity. And yeah, I forgot to mention, in Jaipur, we also met parents of Pavan Prabhu. So we went there and met them, took their blessings. So Pavan Prabhu is one of our local, congregation members, not just congregation member. He's a pillar uh, and does tremendous amount of seva. So we met his parents, and they keep coming to Portland very often. So we know their parents are very much as much a part of the congregation as Pavamana Prabhu. Okay, so Karoli. So this is Radha Madan Mohanji. You can see here again the energy, the amount of love the people. Karoli is a very small village. There were no hotels in Karoli. So, or there were some hotels. So I'll tell you that story as well. And I had to do a class next day from Karoli. In one of the Bhagavad Gita classes, you might hear that I'm right now in Karoli. Only one of the hotel had internet. Others did not even have Wi-Fi or internet. So anyway, so it is such a small place, and but the people they show up in huge numbers in the temple morning and evening, and have lot of regard and lot of love for Madan Mohanji. So here you can see the close-up of Madan Mohanji. Very beautiful. Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohanji. And the other one is Lalita Sakhi. And here is a close-up of the feet of Madan Mohanji. And there was this one devotee who just randomly met us and began telling us all these things. Prasadam is available here, and this is Madan Mohanji. And he even told us, right now, this Aarti will start here. So before all the crowd goes there, you go there, then Aarti will shift here, then you come here. Just out of the blue, he showed up and started guiding us to let us have very good darshan in the temple. So, Lord sends his agents to, to, um, you know, whenever he wants. And then this is the night dress. So then they remove all the paraphernalia, the flute, everything. So this is night dress of Madan Mohanji. So we were there from evening or early evening all night till the temple closed. And another thing you will see here is Srimati Radharani and Lalita Sakhi are gone. So at night, they are shifted into a different room, and Madan Mohanji is left alone. So all day he is with Radharani and Lalita Sakhi, and during night they go in their own chambers. So this is Madan Mohanji, and this here you can see Shri Radharani Saath Lalita Ji. So then these are the deities of Radharani and Lalita Sakhi, which are shifted into their own altar. So this is the close-up. And this is another picture of Shri Madan Mohanji in his night dress. And this is the zoom out of the temple room or the altar with the hall. Huge hall. Very beautiful, very, very, very wonderful. Again, you have to, pretty much extract yourself out of here. Then next day morning, again, we are back and we go to the temple to take darshan of Madan Mohanji. So he's back on the altar with his flute and Srimati Radharani, Lalita Sakhi in full bliss. And then we had prasad at the temple. So this is the temple prasad, lunch prasad. So very nice rice, puri, and some daal here and kadhi. And they gave us extra kadhi in a plastic bag. So they gave us 3 plates of prasad. So we had sumptuous prasad. Now one thing is, there was no sabji. So my wife had a desire to have sabji, and she was missing the sabji. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, one devotee came up and said, would you like some sabji? And we said, yeah, sure. We were in fact waiting for some sabji. There was, so anyway, so sabji showed up. This picture was taken before the sabji showed up. Yeah. So anyway, so we had wonderful, simple, but delicious prasad of Madan Mohanji. And this is the place where we stayed overnight. So this is actually the one of the local kings or prince palace. It kind of doesn't look like a palace. It's a little like needs some uh, renovation. But we took a room here and we stayed in that room. So it was like a palace converted to a hotel. Okay. And then we came back to Jaipur, and this is ISKCON Jaipur. So Srila Prabhupada, and then there's an altar of Lord Jagannath, and then the main altar in the temple in ISKCON Jaipur. So, and then we had some prasad at Govinda's. So they have Sri Sri Radha Krishna, Krishna Balaram, and Gaur Nitai. We took an Air India flight from Jaipur. There are very limited flights too. So our next destination was Ayodhya. So we wanted to go to Ayodhya, and Air India is sort of one of the carriers that connects Ayodhya. So I think it was the first time we were flying Air India. Usually we fly Indigo and Vistara. I think Vistara is now merged with somebody. I don't know. Anyway, and we landed at Ayodhya Airport. Now the airport itself is so beautiful. Very nicely they have made Ayodhya. So the city, the airport, the temple was all wonderful. So as soon as we landed in the airport, there itself, the first I'll show you towards the end, I took a picture. The airport itself looks like it's in the shape of the temple of the main Ram Mandir. And then as you get inside the airport in the terminal, you have these huge pictures, wall to wall or ceiling to floor pictures. So here there is, Lord Ram arriving back into Ayodhya after the Lanka, after killing Ravan. This is just a close up of that. So arrival of Lord Ram into Ayodhya. And then you can see also more pictures in the traditional style on the, over here. We spent a lot of time at the airport itself looking at all these pictures. All the Vanaras are building the bridge. Probably this is Hanumanji, this is Jambavan, and so on. So all these Hanumanji is bringing that Sanjeevani booty when Lakshmanji has been made unconscious by Indrajit. And this is sort of the last picture before we enter the temple. So the temple has just amazing amount of security. I mean, like literally, it was like a probably again too much security. So you have to check in your camera, but the facilities are very good, very fast. Everything was fast moving, very nicely arranged. And you have to walk so much. The temple campus is huge. You have to walk almost a kilometer or more, maybe 2 kilometers from the time the auto rickshaw or the cab will drop you till you get to see the deity of Lord Ram. You have to keep walking for almost half an hour. It's huge. So somewhere along the way, you have to check in your camera, not your camera, your phone, everything you have to check in. So this was the sort of the just before the check-in, we took a picture. There was a photo frame of this big photo frame with Lord Ram's deity picture. So we took a picture and then we checked in our phone. So no more pictures. And this is the picture after we got our phone back. So between this picture and this picture, the entire darshan happened. So I will just give a verbal account of it. I did not put pictures from the internet, except for one instance, which I will share later. But um, we went into the temple, huge temple, lot of security, and very long walk. And but everything was very nicely arranged. And what else? Yeah, the main temple was finished. Around on the sides, there was still a lot of construction going on. Um, so, what else can I say? Then we came out and we got our phone back and everything. Then, so when we went in, there were more people, and we got the darshan for like 30 seconds or less, or something like that, like usual. They were just moving people ahead. So we got, the usual 30 seconds of darshan and we came out. Then we came back into we came out and we were trying to find out what else to do. So give me 1 second, huh? Yeah, sorry about that. So where was I? Forgot. Yeah, so we came out and we were thinking what else to do. And so we came to this office area, where we came to know that passes are issued for aartis and things like that. Now we had checked online, everything was booked for next 2 3 weeks, so you have to book like well in advance. So I asked, hey, can we get a pass? There's no harm in asking. Who knows what happens. So first the guy said, no, 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 everything is booked and you go away. And I was just lingering around there. Then that guy said, called me, said, go talk to this other guy. He may give you a pass. So there was this other guy sitting on a chair, and we went and told him that, we are only here for 1 day and we have come from very far. So please, if you can give us a pass, we'll be very grateful and all that. And one thing I can tell you, I was now in the Ayodhya, you don't have to wear any Vaishnava dress or anything like that. In the South Indian temples, which I will come to, you have to do that. But maybe that made the difference. I don't know what. Uh, One thing is that people respect ISKCON devotees. People have all over India have a lot of respect. So just by your attire, uh, people know, अच्छा आप ISKCON से हैं? हाँ, हम ISKCON से हैं. Anyway, so he said, I can give you a pass for the night arti, Shayan arti. I said, wonderful, please give. So he, gave us a pass. So we had 2 hours in between that time and the Shayan arti. So we visited other places, but we got a pass for the Shayan Aarti, and then we went back all the way after. I'll show you some other places we visited. Then we visited back into the temple. Again, did the whole 2 kilometer walk inside, checked in the phone, all those things. And this time the Aarti happens for half an hour. So for full 30 minutes, we were standing in front of Lord Sri Ram and taking darshan while the Aarti was happening. So that was the one of the highlights of the Ayodhya trip. So 2 times we got darshan of Lord Ram, but no pictures because the phone was checked in. Anyway, so in the meantime, we came out and we went to this place. This is known as Lata Mangeshkar Chowk. So for whatever reason, I don't know the history. Um, And so there's a big veena or a sitar, whatever this is there. And then we went to see the Aarti of the Saryu River. So Saryu River is the one that flows through Ayodhya. And then we saw a full army of monkeys. So this is all Lord Ram's Sena, or the army of Lord Ram. Huge, like there were so many monkeys in this area. And then we came to the Saryu River and the Aarti was going on. So we took Aarti. We did our own little Aarti of the Saryu River. And this was the small boy who was selling those Aarti cups. So I tried to give him more money. He wouldn't accept. He said, no, no, I don't want more. I said, just take it. And he said, no, I don't want it. So I was very touched with that. This fellow, he didn't want more money. So anyway, I said, okay, can I have a picture with you? He said, yeah, sure. So I took a selfie with him. Anyway, there was some light and sound show, and the some portion of the Ram Leela was being narrated. So we spent some time there. And then we went to a place called Hanuman Gadhi. So you can see a deity of Lord Hanuman. Hanumanji is typically depicted in the orange color. So he's all painted like with orange. And most of the North Indian temples, you will see Hanumanji like this. So here you can see Hanumanji's face covered with flower garlands and all. So he's almost hidden behind all these flowers. So this is Hanuman Gadhi. So it's a hill in Ayodhya. On top of the hill, Hanumanji is sitting and he is watching over all around in 360-degree directions, that there are no aggressors, there is nothing happening. So he is keeping guard. So he is Lord Ram's chief general, army general. So he is protecting Ayodhya. So that is Hanuman Gadhi. So this is the Hanuman Gadhi temple from outside. Inside you will see the deity if you go. That's the deity of Hanumanji inside. Then there is on the side, there is a temple of Lord Narsinghadev. There were so many other small temples around. So I haven't put every one. So this is Narsinghadev ji. And on the side, you see another deity of Hanumanji. And this is when we came down, I took a picture. These are the steps to go up the hill of Hanuman Gadhi. And then this is when we come back to the temple after visiting Saryu River and Hanuman Gadhi and couple of other places. We come back to the main temple for our Shayan Aarti. So we were asked to report at a specific time. If you are late, you miss the turn or you miss your chance. So we were there on time and we got the darshan. Okay, next day we go to a place which is very far away, almost 20 kilometers away, and it is called Bharat Kund and Bharat Gufa. So this is the place where Bharat ji, so after Lord Ram went to the forest, Bharat ji went behind him, you know the story, and he got the Paduka, Charan Paduka, or the shoes of Lord Ram, and brought it back and put the shoes on the throne. And he himself used to live in a cave, in a gufa, so that he did not want to enjoy the kingly pleasures while Lord Ram was in the forest. So he was himself living the life of a ascetic inside a cave. So this is the place. This is known as Bharat Gufa. So um, there are several temples inside. So one of the temple is Shri Bharat Hanuman Milan Mandir. So where Bharat ji and Hanuman ji met for the first time. So this is that temple. So here you can see Hanuman ji and Bharat ji, they are hugging, or they are, Milan is happening. And then we go down the steps, and you see the Paduka, Charan Paduka Darshan. So you will see the shoes of Lord Ram. So this is Bharat ji in the gufa sitting there, and opposite side are the shoes or Charan Paduka of Lord Ram. So you can see the Charan Paduka here. Then there is a old temple, Prachin Hanumanji Mandir. So when you come out, there is the Hanuman Mandir. Then there are three places which claim to have this was little unusual. Three gufas are there. Each one claims I am the original. So I don't know, but they are all very next to each other. So one of them has to be original. So the best thing is to visit all three and pay your Dandavat Pranam at all three places. That way you you are guaranteed of the blessings of Lord Hanuman and Bharatji and Lord Ram. So this is another one which claims to be I am like the original one. So here also you see some steps going down and the Charan Paduka. I think I have a close up. Yes. So the Paduka of Lord Ram and a deity of Bharatji worshipping the shoes or the Paduka of Lord Ram. And this is a temple, Ram Bharat Milap Mandir, when Bharatji went to see Lord Ram to try to convince him to come back to Ayodhya, but instead he comes back with the shoes. So this is the place, and this person is sitting here. This person, Yogi Adityanath, the chief minister of UP, visited this place, and this Panditji or Pujari put pictures of himself meeting the chief minister. Anyway, so that's up there. Okay, close up of Ram Bharat Milap. And this one is a temple of Bharatji, I think. Okay, then this is the other one, Prachin Bharat Gufa Taposthali. So this is Raja Vikramaditya Dwara Sthapit. So this claims to be the Bharat Gufa Tapasthali, where Bharatji was sitting and doing his tapa. So you can see here deity of Bharatji and the shoes of Lord Ram. So this is close up of Bharatji and the shoes of Lord Ram. Okay, and then this is a tree which says Shri Bharat Hanuman Milan Vat Vriksh Prachin. So this is the old Vat Vriksh or banyan tree where the meeting of Hanumanji and Bharatji occurred. Okay, then we come to the Ayodhya Airport. So this is Ayodhya Airport, looks like the temple to leave Ayodhya. We reach Bangalore. Not much to do in Bangalore except for our things that we did. This is not one of my the best friend. His name is Anuj and his wife. So I cannot finish a trip of Bangalore without meeting him or meeting him like every day. So we met almost every day. So just a wonderful, wonderful person. Very good cultured, like thorough gentleman from top to bottom. Anyway, from Bangalore, so we had two choices, whether to go to Mayapur or our original intention was to go to Mayapur and Puri. But right then, if you remember at that time, some Hurricane Dana or Dana or whatever, probably Dana was coming in that area, West Bengal and Orissa, and all the flights were getting cancelled. So there was a big warning, don't travel or something. So we kind of got alarmed and we said, okay, if we cannot, and Mayapur and Puri, we have been there before. So we thought, let's do Kerala instead. And there are some very, very beautiful temples in Kerala, which were visited by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during his South India travel. So when we used to live in Bangalore, we visited Kerala, but at that time we were not aware. This was like, when almost 25 years ago. So we were more into, visiting the beaches and having fun rather than going to the temples. So we went to Kerala and this is the Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple in Trivandrum or Thiruvananthapuram. So very, very famous temple, the biggest main temple of Thiruvananthapuram. And here also you have to check in your camera or your phone and everything. And another rule is both men and women have to be in full Vaishnava dress. So you cannot go in, women cannot just wear jeans or skirts or anything. You have to be in a sari or like a chudidar or whatever you call salwar kurta. And oh, even my wife is reminding me, even salwar kurta was not allowed. So only sari was allowed for women, and for men, only dhoti with no upper garment, just like a pujari or like, you have to have like that. So I knew that. So my wife was in a sari, I was in my regular Vaishnava dress. And then we checked in everything. There's a small cloakroom here, and we went in. So no more pictures. After that, um, this is before we went into the temple, and this is after we came out from the temple. So between this picture, you can see it's daytime, and this is night, and we have come out. You can see here cloakroom. So this is where we checked in all our stuff. My kurta, phones, everything was checked in. So just I will verbally share the Anant Padmanabh Swami temple. You cannot miss it. You just shouldn't miss it. It's so beautiful. So you go in, and again, it's a huge campus, not as big as the Ayodhya temple. Within 5 minutes, you can reach the place, the main altar. And the police security on the way was also very tight. And the interesting thing was the police was also in Vaishnava dress. They were wearing dhotis with no upper garment. The only difference was they had revolvers on the side. So they had a, a little whatever belt they were wearing on top of the dhoti with a revolver, a gun. And security was very tight. The police were everywhere. They were checking everyone. So I don't know what was the reason, but very tight security was there. But they were very respectful and very nice. And the only way you could know that they are the police is one thing, they were wearing lanyards which said KKP or something, Kerala Police, and they had a gun on the side. So that's how you know they are the policemen. Otherwise, they were looking like Vaishnavas, wearing a dhoti or a lungi and no upper garment. Some of them even had the Brahman thread, you know. Anyway, so we go in and we get beautiful darshan. The Lord's deity is huge, almost like 20 feet long or 30 feet long, like 21 feet, my wife is telling me. And huge deity, and in the lying of Lord Vishnu, lying down posture. And then you have to see the deity through three doors. So three small doors are there, and you see the first time you get up on the altar or the main area, the first door you can see the feet of the deity. And then you go a little ahead, from the second door you see the middle portion, the navel. And the speciality of this deity in Ananta Padmanabh Swami is that you see the lotus flower coming out of the navel with Brahmaji sitting on top. And then you go further ahead and you see the beautiful face in a sleeping posture with hands like, lying down or like stretched out, and like in a mudra, or in a, as if they are giving, Lord is giving blessings. So beautiful deity. And again, the police were respectfully asking us to move forward, but I was little whatever, adamant or whatever. I was like, please, 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 whatever. I got to spend good amount of time taking darshan of the Lord. Plus we had purchased this special darshan ticket or something, so they are more lenient with those people who have purchased the ticket. So we got very, very nice darshan of Ananta Padmanabh Swami, of Lord Vishnu there. And then we went in the daytime, and then there was lunchtime. So then we stood in a long line and had prasad in the temple, lunch prasad. Wonderful prasad, rice, the Kerala rice, it was red in color. So rice, sambar was there, curd rice, and some sweet. So simple but beautiful and unlimited. You can go second time, third time, any number of times. So I had a, I filled my stomach with prasad. And then as we were coming out, we saw a whole bunch of a battalion of girls, young girls, very wonderfully dressed. And they were about to, so we waited, and then they started performing the Bharatnatyam dance within the temple. So then within the temple, there was a little stage, and people had gathered in front of the stage, and the girls were then started their Bharatnatyam dance. So, this is the the old culture, the dance and everything is all, centered around the temple. So, they were, and all the walls and pillars were so beautifully carved with all Vedic deities, or all representing all, things from the Vedas. So that is the Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple. We went in again next morning. So every temple we tried to go 2 times, or as many times as possible. So we stayed overnight in Thiruvananthapuram. Next morning again, we went to the temple to take darshan again. Then we then we drove to Adikeshava temple. So Adikeshava temple is another temple, one of the Divya Deshams. So this one also is one of the Divya Deshams. Adikeshava temple is another place, and it seems the deity at Adikeshava temple is bigger. The biggest deity of Lord Vishnu is Adikeshava, correct? Yes. Do you remember how long in feet? No. So you don't. It's okay. So Adikeshava, on the way to the Adikeshava temple, we did a little boat ride in the backwaters of Kerala. So this is pictures of the backwaters, like an 1 hour or 1.5 hour boat ride in the backwaters. And then we come to Adikeshava temple, Sri Adikeshava Perumala temple. And this is on the border of Tamil Nadu. So it's on the other side. So technically we are in Tamil Nadu, but very close to the Kerala border. So again, the deity of Lord Narayana in lying down form. And this is just a picture, as you can see on the board, but this time, again, same huge deity and visible through 3 doors. But when you enter, the way you enter, the first thing you see is not the feet, but the face. So it's like you enter from this side and you see the face first, then the navel, and there is no Brahmaji or no lotus here in this case, and then the feet of the Lord. So beautiful. And this temple was empty, literally empty. I mean, like there were in the Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple, there were enough devotees that they had to push you out. Chalo, 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 or whatever, keep moving. So here we got like 20-30 minutes we were standing in front of the deity. Nobody to push us out. You can stay as long as you want. So this is again, but no pictures allowed. And I think you had to leave your camera or check in your camera or something like that. But anyway, it's not allowed. So we didn't take any pictures. Yeah, so this is just the only picture we took outside the temple. Inside, the moment you climbed the steps, then no pictures. And same thing, you cannot wear an upper garment for men, and women have to be in the sari or the dhoti. So this is the place, the Adikeshav temple. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, during his South India trip, he visited this temple as well. And this is the place where he retrieved the Brahma Samhita from, the famous Brahma Samhita prayers that we recite every day or during yagyas or during any auspicious occasions. They were retrieved by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They were hidden. These prayers were hidden within the Adikeshava temple or present in the archives of the temple. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, requested the the sort of the main priest or the main sort of the trustee of the temple, and he let Chaitanya Mahaprabhu into the archives, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu extracted out just the 5th chapter of the Brahma Samhita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, and he knows what is suitable or required for us. So he extracted out exactly as much as is required for us, which is the 5th chapter of Brahma Samhita. These are the prayers of Lord Brahma at the time of creation. So if you haven't read the Brahma Samhita, I strongly urge you to read it with meaning. It is mind blowing. It will blow your mind. It has so much packed into it. It's available on vedabase.io, so you can go through it. Otherwise, it's available as a book published by BBT. You can come take it from the temple. Does anybody have a question? I see some hands getting raised and lowered.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I was just wondering if this place is Tiruvattar, closer to Kanyakumari. Is this?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Thank you,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
And I think it says here, Tiruvattar. Right here.
Tiruvattar, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, from website I see it is a 20 feet, 22 feet deity.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yep. So this is Adikeshava temple. Beautiful darshan, no crowd, nobody to push you out. Again, we met a nice pujari here. He asked, "Are you from ISKCON?" I said, "Yes." "Oh, okay, great. So he said to me, "Your Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here, and your Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got the Brahma Samhita. We gave him the Brahma Samhita," or something like that. He was saying. So, it was a nice exchange. So, yeah, I really felt proud of being a ISKCON member. I could see that ISKCON is so nicely well respected all over India. Yeah. 20, 30, 40 years ago, there was a lot of misconception about ISKCON. Oh, these American people are coming to, uh, destroy our culture or this or that. But now things have changed. There is a lot of respect of ISKCON all over India. Okay. Then, okay, I had always seen these green coconut waters. I never saw these orange ones. So I took a picture. It was very sweet. So we drank this orange and green coconut water, but I had never seen this orange one before. I never saw it in Bangalore, for example. Only in Kerala I saw. Okay, so yeah, my wife's saying it's a specialty of Kerala villages. So, okay, good. And then from there, I think we came back to Thiruvananthapuram or something like that. And then we went to Kanyakumari. So we just wanted to go to Kanyakumari. I mean, there is no big Vaishnava temple there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also visited Kanyakumari. So we visited as well. This is the southernmost tip of India. You can see here, I took a Google map screenshot. So it shows we are at the southernmost tip of India. It was a kind of a pretty cool feeling to, be at the tip. And this is a picture. You can probably see like a little whitish and a little greenish water. I don't know if you can see or not, but I took this picture. So this is the merging of the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. So slightly different. You can see here like a little line of different color of water. And it was water all around. So this is the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. So here you can see this little island. So that picture which I showed is taken from here. This is the where Swami Vivekananda came and meditated for several days before going to America to deliver his famous Chicago address. So that's known as the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. So this is taken from there, and you can see just ocean on all sides. Every time I have been to a beach, you can see like you see this side and this side, you see the beach, But here there is like you can keep turning your neck as much as you want and you won't see anything. It's just like ocean on all sides, pretty much, except for like really in your back. So very nice. We spent some time here. And then from there, we took a train and came to Guruvayur. So this is another very, very, very famous temple in Kerala. And not specifically, this one is specifically dedicated to Lord Krishna. I mean, there is no difference between Lord Krishna and Lord Vishnu, but the other two temples had deities of Lord Vishnu or Lord Narayana. This one is deity of Lord Krishna. And it's basically a Shila form, and some devotee comes every time and decorates that Shila and makes it appear in a specific form. So when we were visiting, Lord was in his usual like Vrindavan Chandra form, made and with completely out of sandalwood paste. So sandalwood paste was, so the deity was looking like as if he was just glowing with sandalwood. Again, you have to check in your camera and everything, and so no more pictures from our camera. But what we experienced inside the temple was just unforgettable. So I took some pictures from the internet just to give you a sense of what we experienced. Because the camera was checked in, it's not our pictures. So this is the only picture from the outside, and you have to check in your camera right here, and that's the main temple over there. So we got into the line. We again took special darshan, otherwise you have to wait for many hours. So there is a special darshan option. There's no problem with it. Those who can pay, can pay. It's just like a donation to the temple. So no problem. I have no problem with this special darshan concept. Many people have some problem. Oh, why special darshan and all? I have no problem. It's all going to the temple. And yes, it's like you are getting a little bit extra benefit of saving the time. There are people coming from far away who don't have that much time, so they can avail that facility. Anyway, so we got into the special darshan line. Again, we visited 2 times. So one in the morning was more quick darshan. So we got darshan nicely. The beautiful part is the deity is very beautiful, of course. And there are many levels. You have to go into one level, then a wall, then another level, and a wall, and another level, and then you reach the main sanctum of the temple. And through a very small door, you can see the deity. So when we went in the morning, one pujari, there was some seva going on. So there was a pujari who was constantly going in and out from the door. One time he just stood at the door and started looking for something, searching for something. And if a person is standing at the door of the main altar, main sanctum, you cannot see the deity. And the people were saying, chalo, chalo, chalo. So I was feeling like, okay, Lord is not, giving me darshan, or what wrong thing I did, what mistake I made, I don't know. So anyway, I got the darshan, but that was the feeling I was having, that darshan is getting blocked. So anyway, we got a chance to go again in the evening, and this time darshan was very, very nice. And then you will not imagine what happened. So anyway, I'll come to that. The outside wall of the main sanctum is just full of paintings of Lord Krishna's pastimes. All the pastimes you can think of. Damodar Leela, Govardhan Leela, Kalia, and so many demons being killed, and all Kamsavadha, all that Ras Leela, all those were depicted so nicely in the traditional Kerala culture, painting style on the walls of the outside the temple. So we spent so much time just looking at each one and trying to identify which pastime is being depicted. Then in the evening we went again, and by the way, yeah, in the afternoon we again had prasadam at the temple, and I was by that time having a terrible migraine. So this migraine problem keeps happening. So I requested the person who was at the controlling the line, I'm not feeling well. He said, no problem, you can skip the line, and he put us in the front of the line. So we were very thankful, devotees everywhere are so nice. So, we almost must have skipped at least 1 or 2 hours, or 1 hour at least of standing. And imagine if you're having a migraine and you have to stand in for 1 hour, it's like, Yuga itam nimishena, every moment feels like 12 years. So we are very thankful to the devotees there. They let us cut the line, and, anyway, Prasadam was very nice. And then we went in the evening again and got very nice darshan, this time of the deity. And then evening, so in the daytime, we were seeing that all these walls. Now, this is an internet picture, not my picture. All the walls were like having these lamps, ghee lamps. And imagine, like, this is huge walls, all four sides. I was wondering, is this just for show or what? And will they ever light it up? In the evening, when I visited, they were inviting devotees to come and light at the lamps. So there were so many devotees, and we joined them. And they gave me a stick, like a little stick with a fire on top. So like a mashal in Hindi, we call like a mashal, or I don't know what we call in English. Like a little torch, a fire torch. And we could, a long one. So we could light all the lamps, even at the very top, and everyone. So I must have lit, like, I don't know, I'm just putting a number, 200, 300 lamps. And it was very blissful to light all these lamps along with so many other devotees on the wall of the temple. Total 1 lakh lamps are there, it seems. Anyway, and then there was this beautiful elephant procession, and the Lord comes out. So this is the Utsav Murti, and there were these 5 huge elephants, beautifully, just like in this picture. Again, this is an internet picture. And they were decorated, and we could first, so they brought the 5 elephants, they fed them sumptuously with grass and whatever things, not grass, but plants, big plants and all. And we purchased some bananas also from there. Somebody was giving bananas, and we fed the elephants. Banana is not going to do much, but the elephant took it. And beautifully decorated. And then they brought the Utsav Vigraha, and these devotees, they climbed up on the elephant, and then the elephant went 4 times around the big around the temple. So, and then we followed, like we have studied in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, when the procession of the Lord occurs, you must follow it. This is one of the limbs of bhakti, to follow the procession. So we followed the procession 4 times all around. So it was a beautiful experience to witness this entire celebration of the Lord's sort of giving darshan to devotees outside the temple on an elephant. So yeah, this is how it was. This is again an internet picture, but the elephants were lined up and they were decorated. There were these huge sort of fans and like chamaras and like all these chhatri, the umbrellas, like full opulence, like everything. It was like in full, there was, and they were chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And during the entire procession, they were chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It was such a wonderful feeling. So beautiful. Yeah, just like, and there was one devotee there who came up to us. Again, I don't know why, because we were in Vaishnava dress or whatever. And he started telling us, you should stand here. Oh, this procession will come this way. You be here, then you will get the best view. He just started telling us how to, get the maximum out of our presence over there. So we had a wonderful, wonderful time. And yeah, that was sort of Guru Vayur. Yeah, anybody raised their hand, I saw? Okay. So from Guru Vayur, then the closest airport was Cochin. So we just went to the Cochin airport and took the flight back to Delhi. So this is the Cochin airport. It was unique. it was like it didn't look like an airport. It looked more like something else, like a old style building. Anyway, so that's the Cochin airport. And then we came to Delhi. This is my elder cousin brother. So we stayed at his home. This is Diwali time. So that is my elder brother and my bhabhi. And that's his home in Delhi. It was all decorated and all Diwali time, typical. And this is, and then we, at his home, there were all these lamps and, in home, like you worship on Diwali day. And then we came to my my sister-in-law's home, and they are also devotees of Lord Krishna. You can see here, Radhe Radhe is written, and they are worshippers of Sri Sri Radha Vallabhji. So Diwali Aarti and all that is happening. They have 3 daughters, so 3 nieces, and they all kind of got all this nice mehendi made. So that's there. Okay, from Delhi we went to Prayagraj. We'll go until 8 o'clock. So yeah. So Prayagraj, I really wanted to go to Prayagraj for 2 reasons. One is to meet my elder Masi, my mom's elder sister. So my mom is 3 sisters total. My mom is the middle one. Younger sister is in Saharanpur. We met the Choti Masi that I had shown last time. And this is Badi Masi in Allahabad or Prayagraj. So they are both still, alive and well and everything. My mom passed away. So I just wanted to visit them, and I had been wanting to visit them for a long time. So that was one reason. And the second reason is Prayagraj has a very special significance for Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Of course, the Sangam is there, the meeting point of Yamuna and Ganga rivers. So this is, first we went to Sangam. So this is Sangam. This is known as the Dashashwamedh Ghat. And from here we took a boat. And you can see here also the greenish water and the whitish water. I don't know if you can see the difference. Maybe we could see when we were there. So I tried to take a picture. The greenish one is Yamuna River and the whitish one is the Ganga River. So here also you can see a little bit contrast, green and white. So we went on a boat. We did Aarti over there at the Sangam. So you have to go, like, take a boat ride and go all the way to the Sangam. Now you can't take a bath. I was wanting to take a dip, but you can't. I mean, it's like the meeting of 2 rivers. There is no bottom. They were saying, we will hold you and we'll dip you and we'll pull you out. They were the people, the local people were offering me, who were there, the boatman and his friends. I was like scared. I'm not like a light person. I'm a big fat guy. So I didn't want to be like in an accident where they drop me. I mean, I can swim very well. I know swimming. But still, I didn't want to. It was too much. So anyway, I just took some water and sprinkled on my head. But the Mahakumbha Mela is going to happen in January this year in Prayagraj. So the Kumbha rotates between Kashi, Prayag, and Haridwar. So this year, every 12 years it happens. So this year it is Mahakumbha in Prayag. So tremendous amount of preparation, construction was going on. Yeah, I don't have a picture of that. Like here you can see in this picture, all this area they are trying to clear out and getting ready for the Kumbh Mela. Anyway, so this is the Sangam. We went to the Sangam. And then there is a Hanumanji temple. It is known as Shri Bade Hanumanji Mandir. So you must visit there, it is said. So we went with my elder sister also lives in Allahabad, cousin, with his 2 sons, very, well cultured, well brought up sons, my nephews. So went with them. So, and my jijaji also. So anyway, and this is a deity of Hanumanji in a lying down posture. You can see Hanumanji there, and we visited that. Then we visited ISKCON, Sri Sri Radha Veni Madhav Mandir. This is my Jijaji, his son, which is my nephew, cousin, and that's my wife. So this is the entrance of the ISKCON temple in Prayagraj. This is Srila Prabhupada deity and Sri Sri Radha Veni Madhavji. And that's my Badi Masi and her daughter. So she's very old and, can't speak or talk or, see or hear much. She's 90 plus, must be 92, 93, I don't know. But I was very happy to see her. And then here is the main place, really the one place I wanted to visit. It's very unknown. First day we went and tried to find it, we could not find it. Then we made like 10, 15 phone calls and to people even in Delhi and various places all over North India, if they know this place. This place basically is the meeting place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami. If you read the Chaitanya Charitamrit, 19th chapter of Madhya Leela, is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu giving instructions to Sri Rupa Goswami for 10 days in Prayagraj. So that is the time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami met for the maximum amount of time. And Sri Rupa Goswami got all the instructions from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during these 10 days. That meeting occurred here. And that's why it was very, very dear to my heart. I really wanted to visit this place, find this place, and then visit it. So finally, due to devotees' mercy, I was able to find this place. So if ever anybody wants to go, I can tell you how to reach exactly. So, so it is basically a Shiva temple. So you have to know the name of a Shiva temple. It's not famous by the name of the meeting place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami. We were trying to ask, hey, where is the meeting place? Nobody knew. It happened inside a Shiva temple and it is known as Dashashwamedheshwar Brahmeshwar Mahadev Ji Ka Mandir. So basically on the Dashashwamedh Ghat, there is the Shiva temple by this name. Dashashwamedheshwar Mahadev Mandir. If you ask for this temple, then people will tell you, but you should know what to ask for. So now you know. So anyway, so that's the name of the temple. And this is now the main temple is of Lord Shiva. Within that, there is a small Charan Samadhi, it is called, or the footprints of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are present here. So this is the place of meeting of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami. You can see on top, there is a picture also. I have a close-up of that. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, this close-up, Sri Rupa Goswami meeting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is written here, 500 years ago, Bhagwan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught devotional service to Srila Rupa Goswami for 10 days here at Dash Ashwamedh Ghat. So this is from Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So this is that thing. So here you can see the feet, the imprints of the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I really wanted to find this place and visit this place and, just, be there and pay my pranam and just be there. So yeah, I was very happy to find it. This is the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the lotus feet. So you can take darshan. And then it says here, what it says, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ji Ka Pad Peeth. And yeah, I can't read the paint is, yeah, it needs some renovation. Anyway, this is the deity of Lord Shiva. Shivaling is here. So since it's the main thing is the Shiva temple, this thing is, as you can see here, this is the, on the side is the footprint of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The main temple in the center is the Shiva temple. So nobody knows that this exists, or, so it's not very popular or famous. But somehow or the other, by devotees' mercy, we were able to find it. And from here, you can see directly the river. And this is the tree. So there is a huge tree here. And from the tree, or not from the tree, under this tree is where the meeting happened. Under this tree, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Rupa Goswami would sit, and Sri Rupa Goswami would get instructions for 10 days. So you can visit this. This is how the entire outside looks. If you ever go, you can show this screenshot to somebody. Where is this temple? Even if they don't know the name of the Shiva temple, you can say, where is this one? So then somebody can say, I have seen this red building. Anyway, so that is my Mausaji. Previous picture was Masi. And then we came, this is the last place for today or for our trip. I just want to complete it today. Naimisharanya. So last time we went, previous one, I showed Shukratal. That is the place where Shukadev Goswami spoke Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. In that assembly also was sitting Suta Goswami. And later on, Suta Goswami comes to Naimisharanya and retells Srimad Bhagavatam to Shaunak Rishi and 88,000 other rishis. So that place is Naimisharanya. Also, this is the place where Vyasadev spoke Srimad Bhagavatam to Shukadev Goswami, his son. So first time Vyasadev spoke Bhagavatam to Shukadev Goswami was here in Naimisharanya. Then Shukadev Goswami spoke to Parikshit Maharaj in Shukratal. And then Suta Goswami again spoke Bhagavatam to Shaunakadi Rishi, again back in Naimisharanya. So Naimisharanya Bhagavatam was spoken 2 times. Very, very important place for Vaishnavas, for those who have their faith and their love and devotion for Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is Gaudiya Mutt temple, so visited there. And then this one is known as Chakratirtha. So Naimisharanya is supposed to be sort of the central place or the access point of the entire universe. So this is known as Chakratirtha. And it is said devotees who enter into the water and circumambulate this Chakratirtha, you can see so many devotees kind of going around, then all your sins are washed away. Anyway, we did not do that. Just by chanting the name of Krishna, all the sins are washed away. So we try to do the Shravana and Kirtan. Maybe in our next trip, we can do this also for the pleasure of the Lord, not for so that the sins can be washed away. But anyway, so this is Chakratirth. For most devotees who come to Naimisharanya, this is the main spot, Chakratirth. This is like the most popular #1 spot. And there are temples all around. So you can see here, this one is a temple, this one is a temple, this one, every door that you see is a temple. And like this, it goes all around the Chakratirth. So some of the temples here, there is Ram Darbar, Lord Ram's temple. This is Shiva temple. You can see a Shivling here. And then there is Sri Radha Bihari Ji temple, temple of Lord Krishna. This is Sri Radha Bihari Ji. And this one is Badri Narayan Swami. Badri Narayan is not Swami as in like the one who visited, but Badri Narayan deity, which is a form of Lord Vishnu. So there was a Badri Narayan temple, sort of the same or considered to be having the same potency as Badrinath. And this is another temple of Lord Shiva around there. It is called as, what's the name? I have it here. No. I'm forgetting the name of the Shiva. This is the main Shiva temple at Chakratirth. So we went and paid our obeisances to Lord Shiva. Vatavriksha. Yeah. And then this is the Yagyashala, Vedavyas Yagyashala it is called. So if you read Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1, the beginning of the first canto of first chapter, first 3 shlokas are obviously the Mangalacharan, Janmadyasya Yato Anvayaditaratas Chartheshva Bhigya Swarat. and so on. After the first 3 verses, then Bhagavatam begins, or the story begins with the Shaunakadi rishis doing a 1,000-year yagya. And then Sut Goswami happens to arrive. Then the Shaunakadi rishis, they say, "My dear Sut Goswami, so glad that you are here. Why don't you tell us what you heard?" They kept their yagya on the side and wanted to hear Bhagavatam. So that is how Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1 begins. So this is the Yagyashala. The fire is, it seems, still alive, where they were doing this 1,000-year yagya. So they have kept this fire alive. So you can see here the big yagya kund with fire still burning. So what does it say here? Shaunak आदि 88,000 महाऋषियों का सर्व सिद्धि दायक यज्ञ स्थल. So this is the yagya sthal of the Shaunakadi 88,000, means 88,000 rishis. So here is Shaunak ji Maharaj. So there is a deity of Shaunak Maharaj there, who was the leader of all the sages conducting the yagya. And there was a very nice thing I found, that they had made a small temple for Srila Prabhupada, Srimad Krishna Kripa Murti, Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and the entire Bhagavatam was kept there. All the volumes of Bhagavatam, all the cantos were kept. So I felt very nice to see that. I mean, Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavatam, and I mean, the biggest reason why Bhagavatam is so popular all over the world is because of Srila Prabhupada. He, wrote the English commentary, and then the devotees just, have distributed it like immensely. So this is a close-up of the Yagya Kunda. And here you can see the Shaunakji Rishi, and on the side you see this Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavatam set kept here. And this is the Havan Kunda. So we took some of that ashes and put it on our head, like after every yagya we do. And very close to it, then there is Vyas Gaddi. Vyas Gaddi. Gaddi means the seat, or we say Asan, Vyas Asan. So this is the Vyas Gaddi. It seems that here is where Vyasadev spoke Bhagavatam to Shukdev Goswami. So Vyasadev was the speaker, and Shukdev Goswami was the listener of Srimad Bhagavatam. I was just so happy to be here. Very, very, very potent place. Bhagavatam being spoken by its author, Sri Vedavyas Ji. The close-up of Vyas Gaddi, and zoom out. And here you can see Vyas Gaddi, Sri Shukadev Ji. There's a temple of Shukadev Ji. And then this is known as Ved Puran Evam Shastron Ki Udgam Sthali Vyas Gaddi. This is where all the Vedas, Puranas originated from, this point. Then this is a big tree there, and it is said that this is where Vedavyas Ji sat down, and all these discourses happen under a tree for some reason. Of course, yeah, for, so that you're protected from the sun, provides a shade from the sun, rain, and so on. So, of course, there's a tree, and under the tree, the discourse happened. Then there is this temple of Lord Vishnu. And then, yeah, there is this another temple of Lord Vishnu, actually of the Sudarshan Chakra. Shri Maha Sudarshan Narsingh Bhagwan, very unique deity. You must visit. So this deity on the front is Sudarshan Ji. And you can see the whole chakra, and this is Sudarshan Ji. I have a close-up. Yeah, so this is Sudarshan Ji. And then if you go back, then the back side is Narsinghadev. So this is Sudarshan Ji from the front. From the side you can see, and then full from the back if you see, this is Lord Narsinghadev. Very beautiful, unique deity. My wife is getting the blessings from the Pujari. And then this is the place in Naimisharanya of Manu and Shatrupa. So Manu is the first Manu, Swayambhuva Manu, and his wife Shatrupa, Tapasthal. Tapasthal means where they did their, tapasya or their penance. And then the Lord blessed them that in Treta Yuga, in the future, I will appear as your son. You will become Dashrath and Kaushalya, and I will appear as Lord Ram. So here, this is Manu and Shatrupa, and Sri Sita Ram Ji ka Pragatya Sthal, where basically the promise was made to them that the Lord will appear as their son. I think that is what is written here. सृष्टि के प्रथम स्त्री पुरुष स्वयंभुव मनु शत्रुपा जी को ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश के दर्शन होने पर उन त्रिदेवों से भगवान श्री सीताराम जी का दर्शन करवाने का आग्रह करने पर सृष्टि के प्रारंभ में ही श्री सीताराम जी का दर्शन एवं जन्म लेने का वरदान प्राप्त करते हुए whatever. Oops. Okay, so then deity of Lord Hanuman, and yeah, this is where it is written. The beginners of human clan Swayambhu Manu and Maharani Shatrupa Devi were in deep meditation for 23,000 years in Naimisharanya. Observing them in meditation, the Hindu trinity of gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwar, came to them several times. Even then, they were not disturbed from their state of meditation. At last, Brahmaji appeared before them as Sitaram and gave them a boon that he himself will be born as their son in Treta Yuga, when Manu and Shatrupa will be Raja Dashrath and Maharani Kaushalya. Then this was a hall where Bhagavad Katha goes on. So obviously it was empty, but Bhagavad Katha was going on. And it so happened as soon as we entered, so this person was just reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, and these two were just sitting there and doing their japa. The verses they were reciting were the Mangalacharan of Srimad Bhagavatam. We were so happy to hear Janmadya Sayaton Vaya Aditaratas Chartheshwa Bhigya Swarat Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye Muhyanti Yat Suraya. So that whole, it was just beginning. So I was like, what a perfect time to enter this Bhagavat Shravan hall. Okay, then we went to a place called Hanuman Gadhi. There is a Hanuman Gadhi here also. Huge deity of Hanumanji, like very huge, bigger than, like very huge deity. So you can see here from the, huge deity of Hanumanji. And his face here, I'll show a close up, is lined up with laddus. So they have like a whole line of laddus in his face. Besan laddu is the favorite of Hanumanji. So his face was like lined up with like almost whatever, like 20 or 30 besan laddus. So nice deity, huge. Then Ram Darbar, Panch Pandav evam Draupadi Mandir. So the Pandavas came here as well. So inside we see the Panch Pandavas, Nakul ji, Bhimsen ji, Dharmaraj ji, Bhagwan Shri Krishna, Arjuna, and end is Sahadev and then Draupadi. And then comes the last point, Sutagaddi. This is the place where Suta Goswami sat and narrated the Bhagavatam to Shaunakadi rishis. So this is Sutagaddi, and you go up and this is the Pauranik Shri Sutgaddi Mandir. So this is the close-up. So many Shaligram Shilas are kept here. And Lord Krishna is there, and this is where the Bhagavatam was spoken by Sri Suta Goswami, and that is considered the Mool Bhagavatam, which we have in our hands. Is this version which was spoken by Suta Goswami to the Shaunakadi rishis is what we actually have. That's the final version that we that came down to all of us. So that version is what's considered the most important among all the previous versions, not the one that was spoken by Parikshit Maharaj directly to, Shukadev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj. The retelling is what we have in our hands. It's the same, but yeah, this is the one. So this place is just so, I was really wanting to see this place, Sutagaddi, where Suta Goswami sat down and spoke Bhagavatam. There is so much to say. Time is less, but very, very, very powerful place. Suta Goswami was not a Brahmin, full Brahmin. Still, I mean, there's just so much to speak about Suta Goswami. He's, and the Srimad Bhagavatam is just, the thing. You cannot die without reading full Srimad Bhagavatam. You should postpone death, or rather, in other words, read it as the first thing. Drop everything and start Bhagavatam. We never know when we will die. Better to get it, at least one time through our system. So Srimad Bhagavatam, that's the importance. And this is the place from where it was spoken. Okay, then we come back to New Delhi from Naimisharanya via Lucknow. Lucknow is the main big city or airport. So Naimisharanya is like 1.5 hours from there. So from Lucknow, we came back to New Delhi. This is Sri Sri Radha Sarathi, the big ISKCON temple, the oldest one in New Delhi, east of Kailash, what is known as. So we visited there. So this is Gaur Nitai. And this is Sri Sri Radha Sarathi ji with Sri Lalita and Vishakha Sakhi. And Ram Darbar and Srila Prabhupada and Narsinghadev, Sri Lakshmi Narsingha. There's a beautiful deity of Sri Lakshmi Narsingha in the Sarathi temple, east of Kailash temple. So this is the full view of the altar. And then we saw this big museum or diorama, Bhagavad Gita museum we saw. There's the big diorama of Lord Vishnu. And this is that big Bhagavad Gita. It says here, you are watching the world's largest scripture. So this is like Bhagavad Gita, like, huge, bigger than a king size bed, or probably 2 king size beds. That was the size. Anyway, and this is New Delhi Airport. We come back to the United States. So that brings us to the end of our sabbatical narration and yatra. So yeah. All right. Yes, Chandan Prabhu, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I just wanted to say this was beautiful. Thank you for taking the time to both document this and walk us through this. I felt like I was there in many instances. Just thank you so very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your kind words. All right. Yes, Shamlila Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So much it was like Prabhuji said, it was beautiful. Actually, felt like, even though I'm not, but I have actually 3.5 questions for you. But if somebody has fewer questions, then maybe I should give them turn to ask
3.5.
me.
Now
Yes.
I'm curious. All right.
It's from last time. So
Okay, go ahead.
okay. So Prabhuji, the first question is Sakshi Gopalji DT. Is that the original one, and the one in like Cuttack is the replica, or
No.
one
The
the replica?
one, no. The one, not Cuttack. Is it Cuttack? It's near Bhubaneswar. That place is not. No, Balasore is Khirchor. Bhubaneswar, near Bhubaneswar, on the way between Jagannath Puri and Bhubaneswar, is the original Sakshi Gopal temple. This is a replica called Sakshi Gopalji.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So second question, Prabhuji. So I've always seen Ramlala's eyes in like the YouTube videos or whatever, and they look so unreal. They in like real life, like it's how are his eyes? I always feel like, oh my goodness, this is
How can I answer that?
like they are so mesmerized, even in that YouTube video. That like, how did you leave? How did you come out?
They drove us out in
Okay.
both cases. First was 30 seconds, chalo, 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 chalo. And the second was like we were literally there till they closed the door. It was Shayan Arti, and they literally closed the door. So
I have, that is one question that I've always, because even through like videos, so
yeah.
mesmerized that I can't even imagine what like real must be.
Yeah, I felt like that. I mean, of course, at all the places, but definitely at Sri Radha Govind Dev Ji. And yeah, you just have to be driven out. They have to just
Right.
close the doors, like, I don't know, in some shopping mall, keep shopping, 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 and they have to literally close the lights to tell you have to get out. Anyway,
Yeah.
bad analogy, but
Yeah.
like Rupa Goswami says, we all have rag for material things. We don't have to be taught how to be materialistic. So if we can develop that rag for Krishna, then that will be great.
You have it, Prabhuji, already.
I wish. Okay.
So
Yes.
Prabhuji, third question is that Guruvayur, is it like a Gaudiya Vaishnav sthal, and is the Shaligram always like of Raja Krishna, or is it like decorated in different Krishna forms?
No, it's not Gaudiya Vaishnav by any stretch.
Okay.
And they, I'm sure, have great regard for Gaudiya Vaishnavas. But, Lord Krishna is not property only of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. I mean, look at Udupi Mutt, Sri Madhvacharya. The principal deity of Madhvacharya is Sri Krishna. But
Right.
so anyway, so no, it's not Gaudiya Mutt. And what was your other question?
Is like the Shaligram, is he always depicted like Raja Krishna or like others?
I'm told it's not Shaligram Shila, it's some kind of a self-manifested deity. If I said Shaligram Shila, then I was wrong. So, but we couldn't. Anant Padmanabha Swami temple is Adi Keshav temple are Shaligram Shilas. One of them, the Anant Padmanabha Swami temple, is made out of 16,108 Shaligram Shilas. Try to
Wow.
imagine that. Anyway, so this the Guruvayu deity is not Shaligram Shilas, as far as I understand, but and they are decorated by a devotee in the mood in which he wants to decorate. So I don't know I mean, they must decorate. They would decorate. They would decorate in other forms as well, I would imagine.
Okay.
Oh, so my wife is saying we saw pictures where he was decorated like Lord Vishnu also, with 4 hands. So
Okay.
we were all too happy to see Vraja Krishna with flute and all. So anyway, yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Whichever
Now
whichever form the Lord wants to show us is good for us.
yeah, absolutely. My half a question I'll ask now. So, Prabhuji, in last class, you said Balram Prabhuji showed you a picture of the manuscripts for Srila Bhakti Vinod
Yes.
Thakur's
And
writing.
you wanted me to send it. I forgot.
And no problem, Prabhuji. Whenever you have the time.
Here, he gave me a copy as well, like a not the real one, but a copy of it. I'll take a scan and send you. I'm
Thank you
sorry
so
I
much, Prabhuji.
forgot.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your encouragement. Okay. Shall
Prabhuji,
we? Yes. Prabhuji.
thank you very much for really showing all these things. I mean, I don't have words to speak, and I'm very thankful to you and Mataji for actually visiting those places and taking the nice pictures and showing and explaining to us. Thank you.
Thank you for your encouragement. And yes, one of the least we can do is to come back and share and inspire others. And if you go, you should share, and so that when we go, we can see, there's always something new to see in all the places. We can't fully visit a dham. So we should keep going again and again. And every time we leave a dham, you should pray to the Lord to bring you back again. It's by their mercy and by their arrangement that we are able to go. So we should leave with a prayer that please allow us to come back or bring us back. So yes, we hope that we can go again and again and visit all the places again with a better mood and all the places that we missed also. Thank you. Okay, so we shall end here. Thank you very much for your time, for your audience, and for sharing, for being with me and sharing in our experience. So we'll see you next time. We'll start with some Bhagavatam Katha now. We'll restart our Bhagavatam series. So yeah, look forward to seeing you back on Saturdays. Thank you so much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna,
Thank you so
Prabhuji.
much,
Thank
Prabhuji.
you.
Thank you,
For
Prabhuji.
that
Thank you,
wonderful.
Mataji.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
It was a yatra for us.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Prabhuji, thank you very much.
Thank
It's
you.
difficult to show all pictures, even though you are very nice and visited Mataji. You are very lucky. It is very good.
Thank you.
Also, Prabhuji, thank you very much again.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.